Hello, Fulya. How are you?
Hi, Yağmur. I am fine. How are you?
I am fine, thank you. Good to see you again.
You too. You too.
Uh, Today we will discuss two topics, blended learning and feedback, giving feedback.
Yes.
Let's start.
Okay, let's start. Our first topic is blended learning.
Yes, and I wrote down a sentence here and I liked it. The merging of physical and digital learning spaces to complement one another to personalize. And this
Yes.
is blended learning.
Yes.
Um,
As I read from article, I
mhm.
reach a conclusion that blended learning is a combine of traditional education, traditional learning, and independent computer-based learning.
Yes,
With this learning, um, on online activities, online activities mixes with classroom meetings, and online activities aren't supplementary.
mhm.
They are essential for this type of learning. And there is a sentence that I like it and I want to read it now. Blended language teachers can combine the benefits of online learning with the strengths of face-to-face classroom.
Yeah, I
So,
liked it.
so it it is a combine of benefits of online and strengths of face-to-face. I think it is very good.
Yes, uh, an example came to my mind. Can I share?
Of course.
As you know, my father is um, is a classroom teacher, and he teaches how to play flute in
Mhm.
online learning. But he says to me, it's not easy because students need to touch the flute and students need to hold it and they need to experience it.
Yes.
For this reason, he can't teach how to play flute. But in face-to-face environment, he needs to open some musics and
Mhm.
anything else about the music lesson. But he
Using
can't,
technological tools.
yes, but he can't do that because in face-to-face learning, I mean in schools, there is no effective tools and
Yeah, maybe it is hard to use technology in
yes,
lessons.
and it is time consuming, so he
Yeah.
cannot do this. But in blended learning, he says to me, uh, he can do both of teaching
Both of them.
environment. Yes, he can teach both ways.
Yeah.
Um, for this reason, um,
It is an advantage
yes, but
for
there
your
is
teacher,
a
for your 5-year student.
disadvantage. Yes, he can use both of them and he can blend. That's it.
So we can say that this type of learning has both advantages and disadvantages.
Yes.
For example, yeah, we can say it is a good. compression, and maybe it can ensure some scheduling benefits. It presents scheduling advantages. It reduces teaching and learning times. As you know, students at the school taking lessons at least sometimes 8 hours lessons. But thanks to these technological tools and online education, um, time times is reducing, and so students and teachers can save their times, and um, it's it provides opportunities for differentiation also. I think that it is flexible and it covers all of the styles. We can use listening, writing, uh, we can use visual tools. So it also good for shy students. As we are doing now, a student can record themselves, himself
Yes.
while speaking, because you know, especially in Turkish students have some anxiety while talking in classroom among their friends in a different language, especially. But when they are in their room and they are alone, they can record themselves. So it can be a solution and advantage for them. Um, it also ensure extra times for students. They can study at home, and teachers also have extra times, and they can find some chances to help their students thanks to this extra times. Also, we are using technology, and today's world, students, also young learners, like technologic tools, games. You know, there are a lot of applications and tools and games which we use also our lessons for our student. I think that uh, these are good advantages, and we can engage students with these advantages, but also some challenges. Um, for example, it relies heavily on technology. So I think that teachers also need to know using technology. Maybe not they need to be very well using it, but it is important. Mm, and blended learning also depends on students' motivation and preparation for the lesson. It is also so important. And um, they need to be motivated and organized. Also, technologic tools is very important. Teachers need to choose good tools. Tools should be um, reliable and easy to use them and updated. These are the challenges, I think that. Do you have any
Yes.
idea about advantages or challenges with
Uh,
blended teaching and learning?
uh, in fact, I agree with you. We can say that motivation is the most important factor in online, not online, in uh, education environments. But you summed up very detailedly, actually. And I have a chart here, traditional face-to-face learning and teaching experiences, and off-campus virtual learning and teaching experiences. Also, this chart
Mhm.
sums
One of
up.
them is
Yes,
one of
go
them is
ahead.
traditional and face-to-face. Thank you. And the other one is online
Yes,
and technological learning, isn't it? Okay.
yes. And here is blended learning. But something attracts attract to me. In face-to-face education, we can see pair works or group works more. But in online learning, I think that there is no pair work or something. You can think like this in our internship classes. Our
Yeah, you're
teacher
right.
doesn't do pair work activities because she has no time and students
Yes.
can't talk each other.
Yeah. It is very hard for students to come together.
Yes,
Mm, Meeting is very important for group pairs, I think that, but they don't have any chance with online education to come together, to meet together, especially in the lesson during the lesson time, because we have 30 minutes and it is very hard to organize such a pair work in
and
the
control the
lesson.
students
Yeah, of course.
is very hard. But blended learning
Yes.
provides both of them. And
Mhm.
um, there is a picture. And I found a lesson plan includes blended learning.
Mhm.
And there is a rotation here, which is which belongs to blended learning. Rotation is the one of blended models actually. There are 12 models. For example, flipped classroom is one of the blended learning.
Mhm. Which we
Uh,
discussed last week, lab classroom.
yes, not last week, but
Before 2 weeks ago, or
yeah,
much more than,
maybe.
I can't remember now.
Maybe.
Last
Me too.
discussion, I want to say.
And some tools here belongs 21st century. Critical thinking, problem solving, communication, collaboration, creativity, innovation, media literacy, technology skills. And all of them belongs to technology, I think.
Yeah.
And the most important tool is critical thinking, maybe. I don't know. But of course, the others are important. Uh, in this age, a student can able to do all of this. Mm, maybe we can't have. What do you think? Have we all of skills?
Mm, I think that for now, maybe we don't have all of these skills, but when we gain experience and if we want to improve ourselves, why not? We can also get these these skills.
I
But
think we
need some
started.
time. Yeah, we need some time and experience to gain these skills, and
Yes.
we want to be learn new things. It's very important, as you know, lifelong learning is a term that we need during our life. It is also important for our job. So these skills can be improved, I think that.
Yes. As students, I don't know, but as teachers, we need time, of course, and experience.
Yeah.
And desired outcome. It says students will research an animal, gather notes, and write an informative writing piece about that animal. After teacher approves writing sample, student will type up reports. There is a report, and these are outcomes, I think. But this is just an example. And assessment rubric here. We can see it.
Yeah.
Actually, this is just an example. For this reason, I have no comments about it. And lesson procedure and sequence.
Yeah, there's a sequence here.
Yes.
So, what can we say? What do you think about the teacher role in blended learning? Do you have any idea about it? What is the teacher role? What can be?
I think that with blended learning, teachers can get to know their students better and closer. This came to my mind, and when they get to know their students better, they can arrange their lessons or schedules according to it. That's it.
I think that one of the important thing is using technology. Teachers should use technology, but it's not important to use it very well.
I think it's complicated to find teacher role, to find exact teacher role. I believe that it's complicated to find.
Yeah, but I want to say that teachers should motivate students to use technology. Maybe teacher can give chance students to use some tools. For example, in our internship, our students want to use Kahoot. Every lesson they ask teacher, will we play Kahoot? Let's play Kahoot.
Every time.
Every time, yeah, they like it. So I'm usually trying to add a code activity to my lessons because they like them, and teachers should give chance to students to choose these tools. I think that, and as every time our one of the duty is motivate them. So teachers should motivate them and need to be flexible and adaptable. I think that
I
flexibility
agree
is
with
also
you.
important because um, we are using technology and we are using face-to-face method. So sometimes we need to use it, and sometimes we need to use other one. So flexibility is also important. I think that.
But the bigger role is motivate them, motivate the students.
Yeah,
You're
yeah, I
saying.
agree with you. Yeah, you're right. Yes.
I guess that's it, and
Mm-hmm.
we have
So,
feedback.
okay, the other topic is feedback.
Yes,
What is feedback? Here is a definition. I think that.
as helpful information or criticism that is given to someone to say what can be done to improve a performance.
Yeah. I want to say about feedback that generally students want to give feedback from teachers. I think that um, they want to correct their errors by teachers. But as teachers, we are not want to correct them directly, but we use peer correction method, and maybe they don't like it sometimes. I want to say it, but of course, our one of the important role is giving feedback. So with online education, there are some methods to give feedbacks, especially for speaking feedback and writing feedback. When I read the article, I saw two important feedback times for speaking. One of them is focusing on form, and the other important thing is focusing to content or language. It is also important while giving feedback for speaking. There is a video about it while I was reading article. I click on the video and watch it. Uh, it was tragicomic. I think that
Why?
there is a woman there, and she has a problem. Uh, she is talking about an accident. I don't remember the topic uh, exactly, but there is a problem about her mother. I think that maybe she lost her mother, but she's talking with her teacher, but the teacher is focusing on the using of language, not the content. So it is tragicomic. So it is important part while we are giving feedback. And the other one is, as I said, focusing on form. And for writings, there are different type of feedbacks, digital feedbacks. Uh, if you change the slide, we can saw them. Yes, these are the feedbacks for writings. We generally use in our school Gmail, as you know, and Office, Microsoft Office maybe. So that's it.
Actually, I want to say something. Our ignore teacher,
Yeah.
and she gives us feedback through
Mhm.
our internship lessons.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Um, she gives feedback. Um, she gives speaking feedback, right,
Yeah.
to us. But I don't think that it's permanent to us. because I can forget. But when I see something in the screen or in the paper, I can write, and the red signs or points, I guess, it's more important for me, and it's more permanent for me, and I can remember them, and I can see my mistakes easily. I think that writing feedback is more effective than speaking feedback. Do you agree with me?
Yeah, I see. When you are getting feedbacks, there are a lot of different methods. Also, there are a lot of digital tools. Our teacher is using Zoom while giving feedback, and as you say, there is nothing on writing, but
Actually, I can write, but I don't know. Mehdi
yeah, we
Hoca,
are taking notes.
yes, but Mehdi Hoca gave feedback to us in written form, and I could see red signs or some functional
So
signs.
you like to getting feedbacks with written way.
Yes, but I
I
think
see.
that depends on the students.
Yeah, of course, it depends of the students' idea. Students choose.
Yes.
I like IGNOR teachers' feedbacks also.
Too.
She's talking with us 45
Mhm.
minutes, and she's talking only one student in that minute. And I'm taking notes, but as you say, we can forget them or we can lose our paper.
But at that moment, I want to listen to her, and
Yeah,
I can miss some points.
yeah, I see. I see. Yeah, you
That's
are
my
right, of
problem.
course. No, that's not a problem. I think that you can solve it, or you can record the meeting and then watch it.
But my point is, in blended learning, I can present both feedbacks as a teacher, in speaking feedback and writing feedback. And thus, students can see their mistakes easily, I think. Not in way, in both ways. We can show
Yeah,
them.
I see.
Because feedback is very important to our improvements in language
Yeah, these
education.
are the tools that we can use while giving feedback. These tools for writings, and the others, which I said, are for speaking exams, maybe activities.
We have
So
resources, so many
yeah, we have
resources.
different resources. Yeah, so we can choose one of them as teachers. So I think that's finished. This week's topic has finished.
Our time is up.
Yeah,
Okay, that's
maybe we spent so much time. I
yes.
don't know. So it was
That's
good to discuss with you. Yeah, you
yes,
please say.
exactly. That was a very good discussion.
Yeah, I
I
agree
like
with you.
your ideas. Thank you so much.
I like yours too. Thank you so much too. So see you later with next discussion.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.